Welcome back to Half Moon's Picks, and this is the Super Bowl prop betting you guys wanted. I said if 10 people in the comment section below would comment if they wanted a props video, then I would do one this week. So, and I actually got those 10 within, the first hour after I posted it. So I should have moved the bar up to like 50, but I think I even got 50, so I'd have to go back and count. But anyways, before I get started, I just want to say a couple things. I got this shirt from Big Rye and the Fat Guy. I won week 17 of their video. I got their link below if you want to check out their channel as well. And I think I mentioned them on week 1. I came in like second place, and then I was like, oh no, I'm gonna win this T-shirt. It's just the sport in me to do that. Anytime someone releases a contest, I'm all in. I had a channel. I won a beanie, last year, and I said, hey, and I won it again this year, and they're like, no, you won it last year, man. Give someone else a chance. So, it's just a sporting thing, So this year, like I said, I got my McDonald's bag from Canada, and I got this shirt with it, and I thought it was kind of cool. And I'll give you the picture here. You can see what it says on it. That one week 17 on top of the Fat Guy. Link is below. This week I did find another contest. It's Big Ree and Ace Sports Picks. They're giving away gift cards. So if I put their link down below as well. If you're interested in me. I'm about winning contests. Why not? If it's free, it's for me. That's what my motto is. Even if it's a shirt or a beanie. This year I did win a beanie, but I didn't get it. I won $80 in contest prize, and I won the shirt. So, every year I'm trying to win something. I think next year, if someone releases a contest, something to that nature, I will mention them in my video picks. If you want to check them out, it's free money, free prizes. Why not? You're not going to win a car or nothing, but hey, it's fun, and that's what football season's all about. Just like these prop bets. Second thing I'd like to mention before we get started is a lot of people asking me, are you going to cover the XFL this year? I'm going to do the same thing like I did with the AAF last year. I'm going to let one season go by, and then evaluate it, and then from there the following year, if there's a second season, I will do it then. So next year, if there is a second season for the XFL, I will do it. One thing I did notice as I was looking at the odds on my sports book on Bovada. Another thing, if you want to reference me in Bovada, you can check me out on Twitter. I can't give the link in YouTube because they just strike my channel. So over on Twitter, if you want to give the link, you can support me on Bovada, and that's what I do all these prop bets as well on Bovada as well. But on the XFL, the only thing they had on the XFL was who's going to win the championship game. There's 8 teams. I evaluated all 8 teams, and one team I really liked. I liked Jim Zorn as a coach up in Seattle. He was the lefty quarterback back in the 70s and 80s, who was a great quarterback. Didn't have a great team, but like the Dan Fouts of San Diego Chargers, but LA Chargers now. But anyway. Jim Zorn would be the coach. He coached the Redskins for a couple of years. He's a quarterback coach for several NFL teams, and now he's going to be the head coach from the Seattle Dragons. And I like the quarterback on the Dragons. I like the Brandon Silvers. He was up in Troy. He had 135 passer rating, and he had a 64 completion ratio. And even when he played in the Memphis Express, in the AAF, he had a 64% ratio, and he's actually the team that came back from behind. There's the underdog, and he played exceptionally well. I thought he played great. Just a little quarterback from Troy that no one knew about. I think there's a couple of NFL teams that were interested in him, like the Jets and whatnot, Patriots, Colts, I think. Anyway, I like him, and like I said, this ain't the NFL. This is the XFL. So you're going to get, you know, subpar players, and I think he's exceptionally well quarterback. So I went to go on Bovada, and I'm like, okay, what are the odds? You know, I'm just going to place a few dollars on Seattle Dragons to win the championship, the XFL championship. And it was like 10-1. I'm like, 10-1? There's only 8 teams. You know, you think the team no one's betting on should be at least 8-1. You know, how does it get 10-1? So I'm like, I jumped all over that. So, you know, if you want to go in and check them out, you know, 10-1, that was a steal. You know, any one of these teams, you know, it should be 8-1 and win, because you don't know. You don't know how these teams are going to play. So 10-1, I got a value. I got the team I like. And 10-1, so why not? Alright, as far as these picks go, like I said, all of them are based on Bovada. Like, if you want to, you know, reference me, check me out on Twitter, and click on the link and sign up. Alright, these props are basically categorized on Bovada, and I will give you the category here when I give you the pick. I have 23 total bets. Last year, I had the Rams +3, but I had Patriots on the money line, so I kind of hedged my bet. I had the under, which cashed. I had a lot of prop bets that were unders. I mean, I banked last year's Super Bowls mostly on prop bets, so that's why a lot of people say, hey, we want prop bets this year. I got it. And I'm looking at other channels not to be prop bets, so I'm just going right off the page. If you just want to circle to the end of the video, I'm just going to list them all right there and just write them all down. So this way you don't have to write them as I'm talking. And I'm going to tell you why I like them and you know, what looked good as this video progresses. And so I got 2 bets. I got a best bet. So if you're the person who likes to just want to lay a whole bunch of money on one bet and win, that's the best bet. And I have another one that has the best odds. So if you're like one of those persons that likes to lay a whole bunch of money and wins a significant amount of money, I got one of those bets for you too. So, enough of me rambling. Let's get these picks rolling. Alright, like I said, I got 23 bets in all. My first 4 bets will be fun bets. You don't have to place any bets on these. It can go either way. They're just fun bets, okay? Alright, bet number 1 of the fun bet, which is actually the Super Bowl bets. It's listed. Bet number 1 is the coin toss, obviously. And I picked, you know, tails. Just flipped it up. Why not? The Gatorade, which is the liquid poured over the winning coach's head at the end of the game. What color will that liquid be? And I put blue. Why not? It was blue a few years ago, and I was like, man, who the heck picked blue? That was a great odds. I would have won a lot of money. That's why I did here. It had good money, so I'm taking blue. You know. Next would be the national anthem. National anthem's usually played, and they'll tape someone, rehearsal, blah, blah, blah. They tape them at like 1 minute and 50 seconds, so they put it at 2 minutes, and they automatically, because everybody bets the over. You know, I don't know why. So me, I'm taking the under on the national anthem, under 2 minutes. That's what I got for number 3. And number 4, a fun bet. Number 4 is the MVP of the Super Bowl. I'm picking Patrick Mahomes. Got good odds at 105. And like I said, if you think San Francisco is going to win, you know, Jimmy G has better odds if you want to pick him as MVP. Like I said, usually the quarterback will get it. But like I said, these are just fun bets. So if you like San Francisco, pick Jimmy G. If you like Mahomes, you know, pick him. Alright, so these are the next bets here. The number 5, I got the Super Bowl specials here. Bet number 5, will Kansas City score in every quarter? -190, and I picked no. Will San Francisco score in every quarter? -260, no. You even notice most of these bets are geared towards Kansas City, you know, blowing away San Francisco. It is. So I mean, if you like San Francisco, a lot of these bets, you know, you can win a lot of money. You can win a lot more if you're picking, you know, San Francisco. But these props are geared towards a happy medium, you know. And if you were to bet every single one of them, you would almost, double your money. So that's the way I produced it. Like say, so if you bet $2,300, you'd probably win like $2,100 if you bet every one of them, if you won every one of them. So I like a happy medium. So if I win 60-70% of these bets, and usually I do, I go way over that, but usually I do, and then I win more money. So that's how that works. All right, so number seven in the Super Bowl specials, anytime touchdown score at plus 400. Now this is my best odds bet. I got Patrick Mahomes will score a touchdown, whether he runs it in or not. That's 4-1 odds of your bet. So you bet $100, you win $400. So that is the best odds. That's what, if I were to just bet one and I want to win a lot of money, I would say, hey, yes, Patrick Mahomes will score a touchdown. So it's 4-1 best odds right there, and that's number 7. Number 8, anytime touchdown score, I got Tyreek Hill at minus 150. I think he should score a touchdown easily, as he usually does in most games. So that's an easy one. Number 9, will a 2-point conversion be attempted in the game? I said no. That's minus 160. That's a good sound odds. All right, next we're going to go to the Super Bowl TD and field goal props. Number 10, number of different Chiefs to score points. Like I said, Kansas City will both these teams will spread the ball around, I think. And different receivers, different running backs. So plus you got to figure the field goal kicker as well is going to score a point. So even the first touchdown, that's 2 people. So they got over 3.5 people will score a point in the Super Bowl. So minus 115. I said yes, over 3.5. And number 11, number of different 49ers to score points over 3.5. I got 110. So I think they got different running backs and wide receivers. They might have to throw the ball a little bit more in the Super Bowl than they did in the playoffs. So I think over 3.5 people will score. Also, like I said, the kicker counts as a person that scores as well. All right, then we're going over to the Super Bowl quarterback props bet. Number 12. Total number of players to have a pass attempt over 2.5 points. So you got Garoppolo, you got Mahomes, and will they do one of those gadget plays, the Philly special like they did last year with Philadelphia? 2 years ago, Philadelphia. Well, they have that Philly special. I've seen it in the playoffs. Even I've seen it with Green Bay. So I've seen it with a couple teams. It's a good bet at plus 120. So over 2.5 points of players will have a pass attempt. Even a muff field goal, the kicker throws the ball. That's why not? All right, next, this is my best bet. Number 13, my best bet. I don't know, number 13, a lucky number or not. I don't know. We'll find out. Who will throw more TD passes in the game? And I think I got Patrick Mahomes will throw more TD passes than Garoppolo at minus 170. It's not a bad bet. I think that's an easy one. You see Garoppolo throwing more TD passes than Mahomes? I don't. So minus 170, that's my best bet. So go Mahomes, throw those touchdown passes. Number 14, Patrick Mahomes total TD passes. I got over 2.5 TD passes. That's another easy one at minus 160. If he throws 3 touchdown passes, that's bang, you're a winner. Number 15, total interceptions thrown. Number 15, Garoppolo minus 180 over 0.5. And number 16 wager, we got Mahomes minus 125 over 0.5 as well. Easy, if they both throw a pick, you got it. So I'm wagering that each one of them will throw at least 1 pick. And most likely they will. Number 17, total rush yards. Garoppolo over 4.5 yards at minus 135. That's not asking him much. Just, doesn't see anybody's, throwing the pass. I've seen him run before, since he's been injured not so much lately from past years. So, you know, all he has to do is run 5 yards. One play, run 5 yards, and you got this bet. So Garoppolo over 4.5 yards. Next, I got Mahomes, number 18, rush yards. This got bet down, actually. This was, I think, started at 40, and I was like, or 40, was it 40 or 45? I was like debating. I was like, man, 45 a lot. I've seen him rush 53 the last game or two. But you know, 49ers can't really do well against a rushing quarterback, you know, like in Baltimore and you know, Arizona. But looking at this, and they got bet to 30.5. I said that's a steal. So yeah, give me Mahomes over 30.5 rushing yards at -160. And number 19, we got who will have more rushing yards in the game, Mahomes or Garoppolo. And if you pick Mahomes, you gotta, you know, hedge your bet a little bit at -20.5. So we'll get 21 more yards than Garoppolo rushing. I think so. So got that bet at -160. Next, we go to the next section with the Super Bowl receiver props. I got 4 receiver props here. Number 20, Deebo Samuel under 54.5 yards. I think these numbers are just a little bit too high, and as the public bets the number on, you know, they want an exciting big Super Bowl. We know how that worked out last year. And last time they even played in Miami, the Super Bowl as well. So this is at even money. So we got Samuel under 54.5 yards receiving. George Kittle, San Francisco, under 70.5 yards receiving, plus 105. Then I got Travis Kelce for Kansas City, under 77.5 yards receiving at -105. And finally, we got Tyreek Hill under 79.5 yards. All of these unders -115. And if you want to look back at all my bets, all 23 of them, I'm going to post them right here. As you can see, you write it down, pause the video, go over to Bovada or wherever you do your sportsbook, and place whatever you feel comfortable on these bets. If you like any of them, have at it. This is where I'm making my money. I have placed my bets for these already. They're already in play. I already have them betted. I got the Super Bowl. If you want to see my Super Bowl video, go back to my channel. I have Super Bowl, the team I like, and the under and over as well. Stay tuned to keep in the off season this year. I do plan on having some, you know, off videos, you know, maybe just nothing, you know, just sports. I'm doing the XFL helmets, do a little video of that. Something I have to post every, you know, once a month, just to keep my channel alive. So, you know, in order so YouTube don't, you know, take down my channel, I have to post at least some random video once a month. So I will do some XFL, you know, backgrounds. If someone likes them, they're pretty cool. I do the new helmets as well. If someone changes their helmet or uniform, I'll cover that. Any news, anything to that nature. I don't know. Like I said, I do have like lightning effects for Super Bowl helmets. I did several years ago, but YouTube, you know, monetized those because I had a little bit of sound in the background that was somebody else's. So I'm going to do all that myself. I might redo them with my newer style helmets. So that give me 32 videos, you know, in the off season. So just because I'm not putting out picks on the off season, you know, just you don't have to unsub, you know. But I will be here definitely the couple weeks before the season starts and give you my future bets. And I banked on future bets last year. I had the Chiefs win the Super Bowl, and I had the Saints win Super Bowl. So I didn't win on the Saints one, but I did bank on the Chiefs ones. I had the Lions. You know, I do the Lions every year, so don't mind that one. And I had the Buffalo over I had the AFC winning the Super Bowl. Things like that. Like I said, I have those if you're in the future bets, or even if you want to hear, because I follow the news all off season long on the NFL, and trades, going to drafts, all that stuff. I'm not too good in fantasy, so don't get any fantasy pointers from here. But eventually I'm working towards it, so we'll see how that goes. So another exciting season. I will have a video next week on going over my 23 prop bets and my Super Bowl bets and who won, just for record keeping. And like I said, any other news I might have next week. So you might want to check that out, and I will see you next week. And if not, if you don't want to watch that video, I will see you next year. So don't unsubscribe, subscribe to this channel to be ready for next season. And I'll see you then. Peace. You enjoy placing a few bucks on your favorite team? Maybe try your hand at cards or on the slots. Use me as a reference and head over to my Twitter and click on the link below and receive a new member bonus and help support this channel. Bovada. Just better.